How's it going? It's Jeff from jeffrey-thomas.com, and I have a lesson here for you today titled 16th Note Subdivisions Classical Guitar. So make sure you're copying this out off the internet so we can follow through together. It's written in standard notation and pretty much all on the third string open to make it easy. If you do need some help with note reading, though, I have a lesson titled Natural Notes for Guitar, which will help you place things in standard notation. So moving on, I guess the first thing to talk about is how I like to count 16th notes. I'm using with most of my students 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, so on and so forth. I have heard 1 la lila, 1 ta tita, other syllables used, but I'm going to stick with 1 E and a for the lesson. Letter names of the right hand, really important. Thumb is P, first finger is I, middle finger is M, ring finger is A. Those are the lettering that I'm going to be using for the lesson, and pretty much for all my lessons. Also important to point out are the combinations of the right hand. I got these from the Segovia Daily Scale Studies, where he walks through all 12 keys with the major and the relative minor, using the melodic minor, ascending and descending. Anyway, he introduces a lot of right hand combinations, starting with I and M, and then the reverse of that, which would be M and I. Okay, then another combination is M and A, so alternating with those two fingers. Then the reverse of that, which would be starting with A, and then M, and then I and A, and then the reverse of that would be A and I. So the reason for all these different combinations is to keep this hand balanced and to make sure that you have the ability to do whatever the music needs you to do, right? So when I say classical guitar, this is also for any fingerstyle guitar playing, flamenco, Travis picking, pop, blues. Anyway, into the lesson, I'm going to run these examples for you slowly and then count it out, and then I'll run them with time at 50 on the metronome. So 1 E and a, 2 E and a is the first example, and then at 50, ready, go. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay. Number 2, second example, top line, is 3 16th notes, 1 E and then a rest on a. So the 16th rest is that dash with the 2 little dooley bobs on it. I don't think dooley bobs are in the musical dictionary, but they represent the double bars for 16th notes, right? So ready, go. 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and, 4 E and. Okay, make sure the next finger is taking the rest. Ready, go. 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and, 4 E and. Alright. Third example in top line, 16th rest, and then the remaining 16th notes. Not playing on the beat, right? So we have 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Alright, now with time. Ready, go. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Alright. Fourth example in, top line, 8th note, 1 E and a, 2 E and a. So remember there are 2 16th notes in an 8th note. Ready, go. 1 E and a, 2 E and a. Okay. Next is the reverse of that. 2 16th notes in an 8th note. 1 E and a, 2 E and a. With time. Go. 1 E and 2 E and. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Just kidding. Alrighty. Moving on to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 example top line. 8th rest, taking care of 1 and E, and then playing on an and a. So 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and A with time. Ready, go. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Okay, the reverse of that next, 2 16th notes. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E. Alright, with time. Ready, go. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Alright. The last example, top line, is a dotted eighth rest. There are 3 16th notes in a dotted eighth rest. So, 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A. Now with time, go. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A. Okay. Second line, resting on 1, 16th rest, playing on E and then resting again on A. So 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and. Here it is with time. Ready, go. 1 E and A, 2 E and A. Alright. Next one is a 16th rest on 1, playing on E, resting on an, playing on A. So 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E. Ready, go. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E. Okay. The next finger is always taking the rest, right? So, third example in, second line, playing on the beat, 1 E and A, 2 E and A. Alright, with time. Third example in, second line. Ready, go. 1 E and A, 2 E. Okay. Fourth example, second line. 1 E and A. So resting on an. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Okay, with time. Ready, go. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Okay, let's see. We are at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th example, second line. 16th note on the beat. 1 E and an 8th note on E, playing on A. So that is 1 E and A, 2 E and A. And you'll notice that there are just little dashes for where the 16th notes are, right? And then none on the E to show you that that's an 8th note. Okay? So, ready, go. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Okay. We are at the 6th example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th example, second line. Dotted 8th note and to a 16th note. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A. With time. Ready, go. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A, 1 E and A. Okay. 7th example in on the second line, the reverse of that. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A. 16th note to a dotted 8th note. Ready, go. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Okay. And then the last example on the second line is a 16th rest to a dotted 8th note. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Okay. Ready, go. 1 E and A, 2 E and A, 3 E and A, 4 E and A. Okay, cool. Now I've written 4 examples here underneath, and I'm going to go ahead and walk you through those really slow with counting. So example number 1. 1, 2 E and A, 3 and 4 E and A. Tied over to an 8th note for the next beat of the next measure, so that's going to be 1 E. And then you have the and of beat 1 of the next measure, 16th rest on beat 2, E and a, 3 E and a, 4 and. Okay, so one time with counting and playing. Slow. 1, 2 E and a, 3 and, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 and. Okay, these examples are to show you how things are going to kind of start to come to life when you're in the real world of reading. So I think it's super important to isolate this stuff on one note. And really, in college, you count and clap this stuff, right? So it would be like 1, 2 E and a, 3 and, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a. So you're making sure that you understand mentally, you're comprehending what the rhythm is before you go to play. Super important, because the fingers are like wild dogs, right? They're going to do whatever they want. So I think your brain has to kick in and sort of control what your hands are going to be doing. It's really important to be intellectualizing, basically, the beats. Sorry to get so heavy on you, but it's important. Okay, anyway, number 2, I'll walk through this really slow, and then we'll get through the rest of the examples. Number 2 is starting with the 16th rest, so it's going to be 1, E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, tied to 1 of the next measure. So 1 E and a, 2, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay, so all the way through on number 2 for you. I had to break that up and write it on a separate line there, sorry. So ready, go. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay, number 3 slow is going to be 1 measure long, and it's going to be 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Make sure that you're holding the notes that are tied, right? Okay, so that one, number 3 again. Ready, go. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Alright, number 4. Last one, and we'll wrap it up for today, okay? Starting with the dotted 8th rest. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Yeah. Once again. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay, that's enough. I need a nap. Alright, let me know if you have any questions. This should be a really helpful lesson, I hope. Hope it wasn't too boring, because there's going to be a whole series of them anyway. Guitar, ukulele, bass, because man, all my students, they get to play stuff like that's more intricate rhythmically, and then they can't count it. It's a bummer. So anyway, so hope this wasn't too boring, and I hope it was helpful, and please email me if you have any questions. I'm teaching on Skype, webcams, Uvu, Yahoo Messenger, Windows Live. So anyway, talk to you soon. Thanks.